this episode, we're going to talk about how to maintain a positive attitude when you just don't feel like it. That's the reality. Listen, life is filled with ups and downs, and every now and then you just don't feel like it. I know I have the tendency to say, hey, today is a day where I don't feel like doing nothing. What I've had to learn, though, is it is those days that create delays for my goals. So we're going to talk about that in this lesson, how to maintain a positive mindset when you don't feel like it. In the last lesson, we learned about the importance of a mindset. And I want to challenge you to use gratitude in this hour when you're thinking about your success. However, a positive attitude can actually be more challenging to maintain when you're going through some tough seasons and some days that are not as great as others. You can maintain your positive mindset even when you do not feel like it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. When you face challenges or feeling overwhelmed by your responsibilities, it can be difficult to push through and push against the grain. And I want to help you in this episode. I want to give you some techniques that I want you to try to help increase or uplift your mood and experience the inner peace that you deserve. Remember, we talked about choosing peace and the peace of mind that you will experience with a positive attitude. But I want to give you some things that I believe will help drive home the point even further. So here are just a few suggestions that I think can help you in maintaining a positive attitude when you just don't feel like it. Number one, this is critical. Start your day with something positive. Don't allow yourself to be inundated with the demands. Listen, we're tempted. The first thing we do is we pick up our phones up in the morning and we get on social media, or we check our emails, or we check our bank balances, or we go through the routine of seeing information we probably could have postponed until later. I want to challenge you to adjust your routine. If you're a believer, I want to challenge you during this time to, instead of starting out on social media or starting out with all of your list of demands, how about get up about 30 minutes earlier or 60 minutes sooner and make a decision to meditate and to pray and focus and ask for help in your day, because this is going to be the recipe for the peace that you're going to experience in that day. So I want to challenge you. Start every day with something positive. Decide each morning you're going to start the day heading in the right direction instead of waking up on the wrong side of the bed or setting the stage for a grouchy day. Resolve to experience something positive the first thing in the morning. Learn something important here. This is what I want you to write down. Develop your morning routine. Develop your morning routine. Listen, I had to learn that if I don't plan my day, people will do it for me. And I want to challenge you to develop a morning routine that you can repeat daily to ease into your day's responsibilities. Determine what activities will help lighten your mood and put you on the path towards positive thinking. Find 2 or 3 things you can do each morning that'll set the stage for a powerful day. As these become habits, add to the routine little by little, because here's the value of a routine. A routine will even help your body and mind settle in and focus on what you need to accomplish. Instead of rushing around and everything is last minute or forgetting important details, your plan will guide you through a peaceful set of steps that calm your mind and create unstoppable momentum. And so I want to encourage you today, from this point forward, don't start your day without the routine. Here's an exercise for you to commit to right now. I want you to press pause in this lesson, and I want you to just write down the routine. If step 1 is to stretch when you get out of the bed, if step 2 is to open a Bible passage and read something that will feed your spirit, if step 3 is to meditate, if step 4 is to gaze out into the window and just look out into the sky, or whatever your thing is. But I want you to write down at least 5 steps that you're willing to commit to that will become a routine for you. Okay? I want you to learn that routine. I want you to develop that routine. And then I want you to practice that routine. Put it into motion. And you're going to find that it'll get easier and easier by the day. Resist the temptation of being thrown into a day. Have you ever felt like your day is getting the best of you. Like you feel like the day is 20 notches higher than where you currently are. I know I have fallen prey to that, where I felt like the day was getting the best of me. I started the day behind and I felt like I could not get up and get through or get ahead of that day. And I ended the day more frustrated than excited. But I believe today is going to be a new day for you and a new chapter, because you're making a decision to develop a new routine that sets the course for a positive day. Number two, I want to challenge you to set goals that excite you. Listen, this is not the time. You invested in this course. This is not the time for myopic thinking or low-level goal setting. I want you to challenge yourself to set goals that excite you. Listen, I want your goal to be so huge that it requires the help of other people. Did you hear what I just said? I want you to set a goal that is so huge that it requires the help of other people. If your goal or your vision doesn't incorporate a third party, I'm here to announce to you, it might actually be too small. I want you to get a goal that scares you almost to the point where you're nervous when you start working at that goal. That goal needs to be so exciting that you are, I think I can. I want to challenge you to get those I think I can goals, not those low-level, small-minded goals. No. I don't want small-level goals. I want you to get goals that invigorate you, that excite you, that bring fresh life out of you. Because if you wake up each and every morning with nothing to look forward to, your mind may quickly latch on to negative feelings that can last throughout the day. That's why you need a goal that wakes you up in the morning. I know Folger says you need Folgers every day because it excites you every single day. I don't know the song that comes with it, but it has something that says Folgers in your cup somehow is a suggestion that your day is going to be all right. And I want to challenge you to have a goal that excites you. Get something that invigorates you, that moves you to great passion, that you cannot wait to get to the next day because you know you've got a goal to reach. All right. Give your life focus. Yes, give your life focus by setting goals that motivate and excite you. Write these goals down and review them each and every day. Each day, I want to challenge you to take some small action that brings you closer to attaining that goal. I want you to set aside a few minutes this week, and I want you to write down all the reasons why each goal that you have is important to you and how you feel about how you will feel when you reach that goal. Go ahead and write down your acceptance speech of your goal. Go ahead and just write that stuff down now. Prepare as if it's already taken place. And I want you to think about that. And how will your loved ones be affected by you reaching that goal? And how will it improve the quality of your life? Go ahead and write those things down. That's the value of having exciting goals, because guess what? Your quality of life is going to change when those goals actually come to pass. Notice I said when they come to pass, not if they come to pass. It's when they come to pass. And I believe that your investment into this course is going to help you forge into new territory where you're going to learn that every goal that has been written down, you're going to accomplish that goal. Here's another thing I want to challenge you to do. I want you to surround yourself with the right kind of people. Man, I remember in my young age, I thank God for the people that God put in my life at a very young age who snatched me out of environments that meant me no good. If we're talking about how to maintain a positive attitude when you don't feel like it, the last phone call you need is somebody who is comparing war wounds. No. You need to have conversations with people who can excite you about the plans for the future, who can encourage you about the things you shared with them the day prior. Listen, there's nothing wrong with venting, but here's the thing. I don't want you to vent too long. I want you to vent up. I have a staff of people that I'm responsible for, and one of the things I challenge them with is if you're having a frustrated day or if you're dealing with something that's difficult, I want you to vent up and not vent down.
Vent up. What does that mean? That means find someone who is in a position that you look up to. If you're venting down to someone who is in a lower position than you can't be inspired no higher than their current level or their current position. But there is value when you vent up, because the people who are in a seat that you have high regard for or that you have high respect for, they can share wisdom from their vantage point. And so I want to challenge you today to surround yourself with the right people. If you're wondering what the right people are, it is people who are positive. If you want to feel better about your life, hang around people that encourage you to bring out the best in you. Spend time with people that make you feel good about yourself, and less time with those who have nothing but negative things to say. Listen, this is not the time. We're talking about being successful. We're talking about embracing those goals. We're talking about finally launching into that business or launching into that career. You don't have time to spend it with people who have nothing positive to say. Now, I want to challenge you to inspect your relationship. Here's the thing. Every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. And it's easier to find that silver lining when you hang around people that will help you see it. And so today, I want to challenge you in this episode to learn to surround yourself with the right kind of people. Here's something else. This is a reality. Now, if anyone has told you anything different, you need to lose their phone number. But here's what you must understand, that even successful people have a bad day. And so I want you to know this. My fourth point is simply this. Remember that bad days will happen and that bad days will come. When you have a bad day, not if you have a bad day, but when a bad day comes, don't beat yourself up over it. And please don't dwell over it. I want you to remember that tomorrow is a new day with exciting possibilities, and it's going to have its own set of challenges. Your next victory is right around the corner if you resolve to start with a fresh perspective. These suggestions will only help you put them into practice. I want you to pick one or more of them, and I want you to decide that your happiness is worth small changes that lead to a big payoff. Begin to experience the happiness you deserve by taking positive steps today that will lead you into a bright future. You will learn how to harness the mindset of a winner in the next lesson that we're going to talk about. But combining a positive mindset with the mental habits of a winner is an unstoppable combination. Now, I want you to get started with a few tips from this lesson that I want to give you. Here's the thing. Tomorrow, I want you to add one positive action to your morning routine that will enhance your mindset. Did you hear what I just said? I want you, starting tomorrow, to add one positive action to your routine that will enhance your mindset. Number two, I want you to attempt to add three things to your morning routine by the end of the week. 3 things to add to your morning routine by the end of the week. And then I want you to keep track of your compliance. I want you to get on yourself and say, listen, self, you're going to be compliant with these new morning routines. This is the first step towards creating a morning routine that empowers you and your mindset. So I want to challenge you today. I know it's difficult in this episode, and I know it's hard to harness being positive, but I want you to know that you can stay positive even when you don't feel like it.